Fantastic, Ben Troy, enjoy indeed. Fernandes Barasa is the governor-elect of Kakamega County, of course, after having garnered 192,929 votes from a possible 844,351. His closest competitor, who is Cleophas Malala of ANC, managed 159,508. Of course, there were a number of other aspirants, including seasoned politician Cyrus Jirongo, Michael Osundwa, and among others who actually also were going for the seat. But the two, Cleophas Malala and Fernandes Barasa, were the front runners for this particular seat. And Fernandes Barasa emerging victorious in this fierce battle that, of course, had been postponed not once but twice by IEBC, citing various reasons. Of course, the first one being the technicalities that involved the printing of the ballot papers, and of course the second one, of course, what IEBC had raised in terms of intimidation and the security of IEBC officials. But finally, Kakamega County, one of the most populous county in the country, finally gets their governor, and it's just a matter of time before, of course, the ball sets in motion in terms of service delivery for the people of Kakamega County. Troy, just a few minutes ago, before we went before we came for this live broadcast, various leaders from the Azimio la Umoja coalition had actually gathered at this very point, and they were actually addressing enthusiastic supporters who had actually come all the way from Kakamega High School, snaking through Kakamega town in jubilation of this very good victory for them. And of course, their narrative revolving around how hard they've actually fought to ensure that they rescued this victory from the jaws of Kenya Kwanza coalition. But they're also saying that this is a clear indication that the Azimio la Umoja coalition, and more specifically Raila Amolo Odinga, still commands some level of support from this particular region. They also, of course, as expected, says that this will, of course, come in the good state in terms of what will be happening or what is actually going on in Supreme Court. And of course, this will give them that necessary impetus in terms of waiting what will happen at the Supreme Court finally on the 5th of September. But Troy, what I will also just add is the fact that Cleophas Malala has already conceded defeat. He actually extended an olive branch to the governor-elect Fernandes Barasa, and he has actually said that he was willing to actually work with Fernandes Barasa in terms of ensuring that some excerpts from his manifesto are actually borrowed in terms of ensuring that they move forward the development agenda of Kakamega County. Fernandes Barasa also in his speech did extend an olive branch to his competitors, saying that he is willing to ensure that they actually work with all leaders from this particular region so that then they can actually move the development agenda of Kakamega County forward. Each and every leader who actually spoke held the competition as free and fair, regardless of the fact that, of course, yesterday we did mention quite a number of times that there were incidences of voter bribery and, of course, the failure of Kim's kit in certain polling stations. However, the unanimous decision here has been the fact that all leaders are actually impressed with the manner in which IEBC has actually carried out this election in Kakamega County. In fact, at some point, Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya, the outgoing governor, did joke that he is very impressed with how the Kakamega branch of IEBC managed this particular election. But of course, we understand that IEBC is just one and the same. The other thing that leaders have actually continuously mentioned has been the need for the leader who is actually coming in, and of course this will greatly help that agenda to continue with the legacy that has actually been put in place by Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya in terms of the development agenda. And we know for a fact that having elected a leader who comes from the Azimio la Umoja, and more specifically ODM party, that leader, that of course the agenda that has actually been set on the foundation that has actually been set by Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya will actually be enhanced, if not completed. Back to you, Ben Troy.